Hey, how are you? How are you? I'm doing well. Just want to make a video. Um, let you see what's up. To make YouTube a slightly more interesting place. Um, I just feel like to make something to make a video. To talk whatever in my mind. Because it's been a bit boring without doing this. As you can tell, my face is tan, skin still shedding off. This is welding without the mask. If you want to weld without the mask, watch this video before you do it. Um, it's not it's the whole skin, not just face, but also the eye, the tissue on the eye beneath the eyelid. I don't know the word, but you know what I mean. In the evening, I was sleeping and I was the that tissue is partially falling off, and it was painful. I I I I woke by the pain during the midnight. I was keep tearing. It was kind of hard. So yeah, do keep in mind before you do the welding without the mask, because that arc it can hurt your skin. It burns quite well. To some people, people like me have very thin skin. You gotta be careful. But if you have thick skin, I mean the Chinese who do this welding job, they don't wear a freaking mask. They can weld it. They can weld the arc, and when they initiate arc, they close their eyelid. Their eyelid is their mask. Some people don't. Some people just have higher resistance against ultraviolet. I guess my skin is kind of sensitive for that. But if you do it long enough, your body keep repairing it. I guess it will be fine. Just like other Chinese and welding workers who do this job without mask, without even black glasses. What's going on upstairs? This bloody Alex Jones show is crazy. I'm not 100% agree with this guy, because as soon as you making a show, then people will watch it as if they're watching a show. They won't treat it seriously until you make your stuff seriously. If you make it into a show, then you will have audiences that won't treat it seriously. This is gonna look at it and go haha and forget about it. Currently, I'm rebuild the front wheel of the trike, because I was using the spoke that is not stainless steel. So after 2 years, the spokes start to rust. That's the weak point. So I need to I got the stainless steel spokes and rebuild the wheels, all the wheels actually. Yeah, I wish I knew that before I built all these wheels, because I wasn't buying the stainless steel spokes. I was buying the 4-5 steel. 4-5 steel is also the rail steels for the rails. 4-5 steel it can rust. What else? And I've been done a lot of work during the dark, meaning that keep improving my offline map, find more trails. I actually find my actual new home, a place I wanted to get there, sit down and live for 1 maybe 2 years. I do find that it's somewhere on the high altitude places. I just feel right about that spot, which is only one spot I want to sit down with. Before I sit down with into that spot, I plan myself fairly nice, not too long, not too swift touring route around the nice places. And I go there, I ride a couple months maybe, and I make some pretty films, and upload to whatever my video platform 2 years later. I still love making films. It's fun. It's fun to do. Otherwise, it would be too boring to get out there, find a new home, and I came from the internet era. I'm not completely off-grid person. I will get pretty bored if I'm out of internet. So gotta have some toys, technology. That's what I meant to say. I'm not 100% a nomadic people. I love technologies. I want technologies around me. I play them as toys. I treat them as toys. My mom just came back, made some noise. She's doing good on her necessary track. My family and I is not on the same track. They cannot do the thing I'm doing. That's why I'm leaving this home. Otherwise, we will be all leaving this place. I don't want to stay here, but they want to stay here. Oh, earlier my dad was contacting me, saying that I'm asking too much money from him. Now he's almost retired and running out of money, and he told me this. Normally he wouldn't, but earlier he was told me this. I was like, only if someone been through a tough life would understand the true meaning of life. And he was bewildered. He asked me, what is the true meaning of life? I didn't reply because I talk about this to him roughly about 10 times. Every time he listened, and he cannot focus for more than 5 minutes, and he will went asleep. Actually, went asleep when I'm talking about all this lifestyle, the true meaning of life, this dance deep stuff. Average people wouldn't even focus onto this. I guess a normal life is good enough for them, not good enough for me. Oh, the moon. Yeah. Oh, my new home is actually at the same longitude. Is that where? The horizontal is actually the same horizontal at this place, exactly the same. It's like 29 point some longitude. It's so close to the position I'm here. So when I get there, it will be the sun pretty much will be the same position during the full seasons. But the time is just gonna be delay maybe a couple of hours behind here. It's on west side of here. And I was exploring Google Earth and my Chinese knockoff Google Earth a lot, and I was levitating from my home on the map 4,000 meters up, and from that point of view look down to my home. It's not that it's 4 kilometers. Okay, you walk you walk, okay, 4 kilometers from where you are on a flat place. It's not a long way. You can walk that, I don't know, under 10 minutes. But climb up 4 kilometers, that's 4,000 meters. I was estimating the temperature up there. So it would be around minus 20 degrees during the winter. Minus 20. I never been on the minus 20, minus 15. The record I think I have been through was minus 11, maybe 12. I have no idea what minus 20 feels like. That's definitely one excitement. But minus 20 is gonna be quite tough to find food. But I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm gonna eat what those yarks eat. I'm gonna eat what those. Look, the pine trees. As soon as pine trees standing there, I'm gonna survive through that. Okay, pine trees can live. I can live. That's my goal. To get loose all the digital identity. To let loose all the digital identity. Forget about phone. Forget about internet. Completely off grid. Because I want to experience a life without all this stuff that I grow up with. You know, I want to experience what it feels like to live without this. I have no idea what that feels like. Why are you looking at me, that stranger? Oh, that guy. That guy from fucking Pakistan. Yeah, I haven't seen him for a while. Because he was compliant to the you know whatever. I haven't talked to him for a while. He went for the PCR test. That's why I stopped talking to him. I stopped facing him. He was chilling, I guess. Anyway, whatever. We kept in distance. What did I win? I want to experience this life without all this shit. Yeah, it's tough. I have no idea how to survive in the wild. I'm completely a domestic animal. That's the excitement. I want to know. I want to experience. I want to practice. I want to learn how to actually live. Okay? I want to know what a life supposed to be life feels like. I want to know that, okay? The truth. Everyone, all the rest of the animals live on this earth, except us. We're living in totally different lifestyle. Every rest of the animal living on this earth, in the original way. I want to live in that way. I want to experience that. Maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years, maybe a couple months. I don't know. I just want to know it. I can't live without knowing it. It's like a essential tool, a very important part of myself. I missed. I want to experience that type of life. If I die, whatever. I don't care. It's not gonna be joyful. I don't know, but I don't care. I still want to go for it. So the progress. Okay. I don't think it would really cost too much time. Too much means maybe 1-2 months to build up the track and trailer. It's rather this. I need to wait for this body to recover. I definitely need to take the welding mask also. When you take the welding mask, you need to light up the environment because it's too dark. You couldn't see shit. You can't weld under that. So yeah. Oh, I plan to do it tomorrow actually. Do the welding to finish the trailer mount first. Then to finish the trike the trike box. Just finish the whole thing. And try to get a bit more money. Oh, earlier I was researching the battery technology available here. I said I'm not gonna invest heavily into fancy wires and batteries, but I went for it anyway. But it's not fancy, okay? It not cost me huge. In fact, I've spent maybe $30 on a new battery. After days of researching, then I finally found this battery cost $30, which can power up my laptop as one backup device for the offline map. Okay,
So let's say if my tablet broken or explode or cannot work, I have this backup, which is my laptop, which store all the offline map data, so I can review the map on my laptop. Thus, I need a battery for my laptop. The former battery didn't work for my laptop, and if that battery don't work, because that battery is not very cold resistant, meaning that when it went beneath 10 Celsius degrees, the battery just not gonna be able to work properly. It's not gonna be charged fast. It's not gonna be stored electricity much longer. And then I brought a backup battery, which is a better and way cheaper battery. The battery I find, battery can is DC charge, and its PD output is the Type C, but high voltage Type C. It's called PD. PD terms of service. I don't know the PD condition or whatever. The agreement or whatever is this digital technology, meaning that you need two chips, one chip in the battery, one chip on the device that using the electricity, and those two chips talk to each other, talks about how many voltage and amps to the battery, the device need from the battery. That's the PD chips. So it's Type C, but it's I think it's 60 watts Type C output. So your DC input, I think around maybe 45 watt input into DC, and then this PD output Type C output electricity 65 watts at the same time. So my solar panel charge this battery, and this battery can charge my laptop at the same time. That's the technology I need. Okay, and I was also looking into A123 systems. I invest 3 25650 cylinder batteries in way back into, I don't know, 2009. I don't remember. I brought 3 of that A123. It was still the white paper shell, not the plastic later. And I found that this A123 systems was brought by a Chinese company. This technology came from MIT, the deep hole in Massachusetts. Again, it's Cabal technology, probably knockoff from the crash UFO from I don't know what's that called, Roswell crash UFO, and all the technologies released from the Grace. And then after all that, Chinese brought this A123 system. This is the nano leafy PO4 nano phosphate. When you make this phosphate powder combined with iron and lithium powder together, you can make the battery capable to store and release a huge pulse of energy, very dense pack of energy storing system. And it's like 60 amp. It's a lot of 60 amps is a lot of amps. One little cylinder can output that amount of amperage. That's the technology called A123 systems. And with that, you can pretty much achieve things that conventional locomotive engine specs. You can output. You can go beyond traditional field and engine output. That's the electric technology. I have 3 of that cylinders, and I don't know how to use it. That cylinder came from I don't know, maybe some exported hand drill or some device like that. They in Chinese they pick out that battery and sell them separately from the tool. But the thing is, you do need a tool to actually use the battery. Otherwise, you don't have things. If you don't have things that need that amount of amperage, then the battery isn't too much different from a conventional 26650. Okay, low amperage 26650 cylinders. So you need a tool. I was thinking, okay, let's make a portable handheld welding machine with that amperage, and yeah, it's not simple as that, as a short circuit. It turns out I was short circuiting the whole circuit, and the heat didn't go to the place I wanted to be. In fact, the heat was concentrated on the battery itself, but not the arc that I'm trying to produce thus to weld. So it's not that simple. You need some other stuff to, but I wouldn't bother to keep going for it. I guess I will weld carefully and properly, so my vehicle won't having problems like last time, January 2019. The reason my trailer touring season 1 my first touring ended up with a broken trailer mount. That's why I improved the trailer mount again, twice, so that it won't make any more problems. Thus, I will go without that problem. Okay. Yes, it started to get noisy. The lockdown is actually still here. They still not open the side door. Only leave one door at one entrance for people to get through. So I'm still not having a after lockdown life, but all the people who comply with the only one entrance policy and swipe their bloody QR code, they get out and have fun. I am preparing for something much bigger, and I'm gonna have fun, but much different from average people having here. Okay, I'm acting like if I'm sitting on the top of a mountain and overseeing the landscape, but that's what I'm literally gonna do. I'm actually gonna do it. I'm proud of it. Okay. I guess now you can went out the door without swiping the QR code. I mean, it's like it's not that tight. It's not that restricted anymore. Let alone a month later maybe, because I guess I will go after a month, 2 months, depending on the money and my. I definitely want to finish the vehicle. When I finish the vehicle, which is the home, okay, and I finishing the insulation, the roofing, the whatever. Once the structure of the home is there, then I can put stuff into it, and things will be much easier, I think. Okay, to finishing the whole thing. And then it's just a money problem to buy some little gear here and there. Let's say one full body. I want to have a full body sleeping bag. It's not a sleeping bag, or rather a sleeping suit. It has limbs. Okay, you put yourself into that, and it's still up all the way, and you still can walk, run under that sleeping suit. Okay, it's a sleeping bag, but it's made into a human body shape. I want to have that. I want to have some other fancy toys. I mean, I want to make this interesting. Okay, this is my future. Of course, I want to make it
interesting. Within the deadline, okay? These are all the second priorities, but doesn't mean it's unnecessary. I do need them. I do want them. I also want to have a 100 watts solar panel, but that's optional, okay? Because I already have one 45 watts solar panel. It's not powerful enough to charge my laptop, which requires 65 watts. And one of my battery can be up to 100 watts charging rate. So the best thing to have is 100 watts solar panel, and that's around 50 USD. Yeah, $50. It's not much, but it's something. It's some money. I guess I will have that if I do have the money. But if I would going without it, I will be fine because I already have that 45 watt solar panel, and I was barely using that solar panel after I brought it back in 2017. So I felt like this urge to just fully utilize everything you already have, but not carry out more gears, which will slow you down, and it will delay my time to leave this place. But there's no but, okay? Period. Okay. Just fun toys like that, including this battery I brought for yesterday. I brought, and some other fun toys. It's all technologies. Comparing the Roswell crash alien technology, everything we are using, we are proud of. This newest generation of phone, how thin it is, how fast the processor is. It's all child's play. It's all child's play comparing to alien technology. So why not just live a life that you're happy with, and maybe you will meet aliens and they will give their technology anyway, which is much better than this. How about going that way? Okay? But the key living a life here is to be happy what you already have, and use them to make a fun life, to enjoy this life, to make this life meaningful, but not sitting there worried about, oh my god, I still need this much of money to get this I need. Before I get that, I can't go, I can't do this. Obviously you don't, okay? You don't have a boring life with none of that, okay? There's a perfect balance, but doesn't mean you stuck somewhere because of these stuff that you don't have. That's the perfect balance, is to have some of it you definitely necessarily need it, and go with it. This video is too long. Anyway,